Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Hot Toys 6th scale Alien vs. Predator Requiem Wolf Predator Heavy Weaponry figure. So what I like to do is start off by taking a look at the packaging. And up on the top right, we have the Aliens vs. Predator Requiem logo. We have a fantastic art image of Wolf Predator masked. Down at the bottom, you have Wolf Predator Heavy Weaponry 6th scale collectible figure MMS 443. And you have the Movie Masterpiece logo down at the bottom left and Hot Toys down at the bottom right. And across the middle, written in green, you can see it actually says Wolf Predator because on the side, this is where the text begins and it wraps around to the front here. And it's raised a little bit, which is a nice detail. On this side, like I said, you have the beginning of Wolf Predator. You have that same icon that was on the front. Same with here in the back. And I don't know if you can see, but you have kind of a the mask, the shape of the helmet from Wolf Predator. And down here you just have some warnings and blah blah blah, makers, things like that. And the last few letters of Predator and the same logo. And if we want to take a look at the top of the box, we have the AVPR logo. And this box, this outer portion is a slipcover, so it slides up and there is a window display where you will have the figure and his accessories. So now let's actually take a look at the figure and the accessories that come included. Okay, so to begin, I guess we will start by taking a look at the accessories that this figure comes with, because as you can see, there are a plethora of them. So to start off, I guess we'll take a look at the shoulder cannons. He comes with 3, okay, 2 of which are able to be mounted to each shoulder. You can see I have one mounted on his left shoulder. However, the one that goes on his right is nearly impossible for me to get on there just because of the dreadlocks and the way the mechanism is to mount it is a real pain in the ass. So I think he looks cooler with the one for now anyway, so I'll just leave it at that. But this is the one that can be mounted to his right shoulder. The detail on these is really nice. You got the gunmetal gray, the darker shading over top to make those details really pop. You have the copper like brown on the accents of the weapon and some wiring, which is cool too. So you can see the mounting mechanism is kind of strange. It does articulate on this ball joint here, like hinge and ball joint. But this is supposed to snap on there, and you can see the peg is very shallow. So I was able to snap it on, but it didn't really stay on. I think the snap is just too shallow for it to really make a difference. So like I said, it's okay. I display them with it, just the one anyway. So you get one of those, and you also get the same kind of weapon. However, this is one for holding. Same kind of ordeal, same details on it, the grays, the browns, the black wash over top, and it does also have articulation, so you could have him holding it straight out, horizontally pointing, or more like a traditional pistol type like this. So that's really cool that we have that accessory included as well. There are the wrist blades. Now these are the longer versions because he does also come with shorter versions to make it look like those have been retracted into his gauntlet, which I choose to display him with. But they just pull out and you can insert the longer ones. You certainly have the option, and these are made out of really nice material. I'm not sure if they're metal exactly, but they're definitely higher quality, and they're made with that chrome paint finish, which really makes them stand out and appear that they are titanium or whatever resources the Predators use to make these. We do have some swappable hands. He does come with 2 sets of hands, the ones that he has in there already that I display him with to hold his weapons, and he does come with the closed fists as well. You get a really nice detailing of those black fingernails and the skin, the spotted skin, almost very reptilian looking that the Predators are known for. You have this one, which would be his right hand, and you have the left one as well, and this one is cool because it has those spikes coming off of the knuckles there. Very cool. This one also does have a almost like a leather type looking glove. I believe that's for the horn attachments. But very cool, you have those options as well. You do have the whip that the Wolf Predator utilized a lot in the film. He comes with 2 versions of this. This is the coiled version, so this one cannot extend. Detailing again is really nice on it. I really liked the Wolf Predator in that he used a lot of unique weaponry that we haven't seen Predators typically utilize yet when they're in combat. But the blues are a really nice touch. And it comes with this felt and wire tipped hook. So you are actually able to take this and utilizing that hook, kind of place it on the side of his belt. So you can have the option to display him with that as well. Very cool. And we also have the mandibles from the Wolf Predator here. At the end, I will switch out the helmet and insert the mandibles to do the unmasked version of the Wolf Predator. So those are pretty much his accessories that I have out. All the other ones are on the figure already. But let's go top to bottom. There's the Wolf Predator and his helmet. I like how they did the details with all like the engravings on it and the spikes around the side. There's a profile of the Wolf Predator. Those are his dreadlocks, which are made of like the rubbery material, and the copper and silver clasps that are in there. On his back, he does come with the extendable spear. It is retracted, and there's like a little prong that holds it onto his back, and that inserts fairly easily, but it's a really cool accessory to have. He also comes with these 2 packs that come separately, and the one on the right, I'm not sure if we can open it here, but there are some other small accessories that the figure comes with that this can actually open all the way, and you can put certain things like it's almost like medical equipment, like a med pack that he has, and you can insert some of the very smaller accessories into there, and that closes, which is nice. Like I said, that is the left shoulder cannon that he has. And just looking at the detail, you can see the skulls that he wears around his neck and like the beads. He has a lot of leather strapping. It's made of plastic, but you can see the weaponry slung across his chest with some plated armor over the left chest area, and just some tubing that goes around to his left shoulder armor. And he's got his gauntlet with some nice red detail, like alien text there. He does come with the extended throwing star that he was noted for. I choose to display him with that. This is made of plastic though, not like the blades where I think they're actually made of a type of metal. This is made of plastic, however, it is also painted with that chrome, which gives it the appearance that it's actually metal, which is a nice touch. If we look at his torso, the netting is actual netting, so that's always good when you're getting a Predator. I always prefer the actual netting as opposed to the painted on kind of crosses. I think it always comes out sloppy, but you know, it is what it is when companies try to do that. I know there's financial limitations and, you know, access to materials and things like that, so it's okay. This right shoulder doesn't have any armor. And then you have the gauntlet with the blades, and I choose to display him with the extended whip. So this is what it looks like, and the whip is on a bendy wire, and it's fairly long too. You say I have it wrapped all the way around his left ankle. And the bendy wire is very bendy. You can bend it really in any which way and it will hold its pose. So I tried to make it as natural looking as possible. Not sure if I succeeded, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at his belt. Really cool down here. I don't know if you can see, it's like the lower mandible of, I don't know, some kind of creature or something. But that is his belt. It's made of a softer plastic, so when you are articulating those hips, it just allows for a greater range of motion. And hanging off the sides, I think there's a few of them, but you have the throwing stars that are folded up. Here's the bottom of that, kind of like the med kit that he has. Very cool. Cool stuff. He has thigh armor. There is his like loincloth thing. If we take a look at the bottom, take a look at his feet. He does wear like armored sandals almost, which is pretty cool. And I have him kind of stepping up on the severed head of one of these xenomorphs from the film. Now, the only thing that I wasn't really too thrilled about is the base. I mean, it's cool if you're glancing over it, excuse me, quickly. But when you get up close, it's, I don't know what, the sculpt is okay, but I think the way it's painted, it looks kind of bland to me. I don't know. The rocks and the actual terrain look good. It's just that severed head of the xenomorph, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think if they tried to add more detail with the paint or just did something differently with the paint, I think it would have looked better. Like if they did like the chrome teeth of the xenomorphs or something, I don't know. But it is what it is. This is still a great figure by Hot Toys. This is the stand that comes included. So it's on like a peg and the hole's like on the base, so you just kind of insert it on there, and it's got the crotch prong that he can just kind of sit on, and it does a good job of holding him in place. So yeah, this is a really neat looking figure. Unfortunately, this is the only Hot Toys Predator that I do have. I think the other ones have been discontinued, and looking on eBay and different places, they're just a little out of my price range for a 6 scale figure. If I do get stuff nowadays, I tend to just go for the higher end statues and busts and things like that. Just because, I don't know, I think I can justify it easier. But that's, that's me, that's my preference. But anyway, yeah, let me take off his helmet and add on the mandibles so we can get a helmetless version of the wolf predator to look at. Okay, here is the wolf predator unmasked. It comes, the face comes in 3 pieces, the right and left mandibles, and then that inner mandible down there at the bottom also fits into a slot. But really nice, you can get the scarred and the acidic burn on that left side of his face, where he's actually missing one of his tusks or what have you. The paint job going into this is really nice by Hot Toys. You get a lot of the cool detail. And just looking in that mouth, really cool. You can see that they kind of used a gloss to make it look wet. And his eyes came out really nice. I like how they did like the dark around the eyes and the coloring in the pupil. Very well done. The only thing, the eye on the injured side, I'm not sure if you can see. In some versions of this, from other companies, I've seen it a little murky or like milked over because it's the injured side. This one doesn't really give off that appearance, maybe because I'm looking through the camera. But yeah, that's just something to know. Small detail. But yeah, really nice. Get a side profile of him without the mask. So obviously you can choose to display wolf however you wish, but I do have the legendary scale wolf predator bust by Sideshow that I am looking to re-review in the very near future, and that is obviously unmasked. That's the face of the wolf predator, so I tend to leave this guy with the mask on just because they look kind of cool side by side, mask versus, you know, no mask. But anyways, that is my review of the Hot Toys heavy weaponry 6 scale wolf predator. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.